Awesome. Thank you, Taylor. Hi, everyone. Once again, my name is Stephanie Schmelzer, Wellness Manager here at The Difference Card. And today, I have the pleasure of leading you all through a 10-minute seated stretching session. And I'm going to be walking you through a series of stretches that I encourage you to do anytime, anywhere, at your desk during the Q4 chaos. I think it's so important that we remember through this busy season that we are creating time in our daily schedules to take care of ourselves. It is so important to remember that in order to be our best selves for the responsibilities we have, whether it's at home or it's at work, we need to pour into our own cup first before we pour into others. And so with that being said, I encourage you all now to take a pause on that last email that you're writing. Take that one hand off your mouse, the other hand off your keyboard. Gently place your hands in your lap. If you were an early registrant and received our stretching band, have that on the floor next to you. And before we get stretching, I want to encourage everyone, we're going to take 2 big deep breaths in through our nose and out through the mouth. And every time we take an out breath, I want you to let go of all that stress you experienced today. All right? So let's go ahead and get started. So taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, really letting it go. Once more, let's do it again, in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, very good. And throughout the stretching session, I encourage you to continue breathing in that way where you're finding your own natural rhythm. All right, so the first stretch that I have for you today is going to be, we're focusing on our neck and our upper shoulders. So a lot of tension tends to reside in the base of our neck because we're always looking down throughout the day, whether it's at our computer or at our phone. So what we're gonna do is just circle our neck 3 times in one direction. And after you circle that in that one direction, we'll go in counterclockwise. All right, so let's go ahead and begin. So I'm going to be circling my head in clockwise direction very slowly. There's really no need to rush here because you are just taking the time, stretching out all that tension you may feel that resides on the base of your neck. And once you hit 3 in that clockwise direction, remember to switch and roll in the counterclockwise. Again, keep on breathing throughout this session. In through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, so once that we finish 3, good job everyone, we're gonna go grab our stretching band. If you do not have a stretching band, no worries, I'm gonna go through some quick modifications. So for this stretch, we're gonna be focusing on opening up our chest and stretching the upper part of our shoulders. So for those of us without the stretching band, we're gonna be lifting our arms up, placing our arms in this 90-degree angle, really squeezing our shoulder blades on our back body, and then bringing them down. For those of us with the band, For those of us with the band, I had a call coming in. I want you to place your arms, your arms in the loops, shoulder width apart, and we're gonna go through the same motion of bringing the arms up, placing them down in this 90-degree angle, and then bringing them around. And we're going to do this 3 times, all right? So continue on, let's all join with me, and we're gonna bring those arms up nice and slowly, meet in this 90-degree angle, really focus on stretching your shoulder blades on your back body, and then bringing it down. I really like doing this cactus pose when I'm at my desk because we tend to hunch at our desk and our shoulders tend to be rounded. So whenever you feel like you need a reset in your posture, either grab the band or just simply put yourself in this cactus position. Remember to squeeze those shoulder blades tight on your back body, and then you're gonna feel yourself to be more upright and positioned straight. All right, very good, everyone. Moving along to our next move. If you don't have the band, what we're gonna do is just shoot our arms up, interlace our fingers here. You want to enjoy this stretch in the middle just for a hot second and then move over to the left. Then for those who have the band, place your hands in the same loops, shoulder width apart. Bringing our arms up, holding it here, and then moving on to the left. And then we'll repeat on the other side. All right, all together now. So we're gonna be bringing our arms up, squeezing here for a little, and then we're gonna hold here for on the left side for a couple seconds. And this move right here, stretching out those laterals in our back and also giving us a little bit of an oblique stretch too. Continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And we are going to meet ourselves back in the middle. Stretch here just for a little. You really feel those shoulder blades engaged. And then we're going to rotate to the right side. And we're going to hang here just for a couple more seconds. Again, these stretches are so important for stretching out those upper bodies and giving our posture a little bit of a break. All right, very good, everyone. Meet yourself back in the middle and gently lower your arms. For the next stretch, we will be stretching out the muscles in our wrists. So for those of us without the band, what you're going to do is take out your left hand, take your right hand, place them over the top of your left fingertips, and gently push back. For those of us with the band, this is a little bit more deeper stretch with the band. So I'm going to place my left fingers in the loop that is the farthest away from me. And then what I'm going to do is pull the loop that is closest to me and find a nice stretch. All right. So all together now, I'm stretching out my left hand and then pulling back that loop on that is closest to me with my right hand. So a common musculoskeletal disorder in the workplace is carpal tunnel syndrome, and that is due to the chronic repetition of the muscles in our wrist. And that's from typing, from using our cell phones, without giving our body the proper break it needs. So when this happens, the median nerve in our wrist tends to get irritated, and it can cause numbness, tingling sensation, especially in those forefingers. So we're going to switch hands now. I'm going to bring my right hand up to the loop that is farthest away from me and pull that loop closest to me with my left hand. And so the numbness and tingling sensation you usually feel is going to be inside here. And when this does happen, it's important that you're paying attention to your body, giving yourself a break and listening to what your body needs, and just doing some simple stretches like this with your wrist muscles and really just taking a pause for a couple of minutes. Alrighty, all done with that stretch. And for the last stretch of the day, I'm not going to use my band, so I'm going to place it on the side. We will be focusing on our hip flexors. So personally and selfishly, hip flexors are the muscle group that I tend to stretch up most because those are the ones I feel the most pain during the day. If you're with me, let me know in the chat, because when we're sitting all day and we're not being active, we definitely feel the brunt of the pain in our hip flexors. So what I'm going to ask you to do is scooch up a little from your chair. Find your knees in a 90-degree angle. And I'm going to place my left foot right over below my knee. So you do not want to place it directly underneath. And we're going to end up here in this nice figure 4 position. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, I want you to lean forward slowly. Now you may find yourself that you can't go that far, and that's okay. As long as you're feeling tension right here in your left hip, that is the place that you want to be. You want to remember stretching shouldn't be painful. You're going to feel tension, but if it's painful, then you bring yourself back, listen to what your body needs, and just do what's comfortable at the moment, all right? I really like to do also pigeon poses on the floor. You can do this pose on the floor, but it's really helpful stretch to help elongate your muscle fibers in your hips. All right, a couple more seconds here, and then let's gently find ourselves back up. I'm gonna place that left foot on the floor, do the same thing with my right. So the right foot's gonna go right below my left knee. Now, my right knee hip flexor is always more tight, so you're gonna see that the knee, kind of come up a little bit more. That's all right, just have to be a little bit more careful. Gonna take a nice deep breath in, and then slowly, as I exhale, come on down. and feel that nice tension in your hip. If you're finding yourself really stuck at your desk a lot of times throughout the day, just simply do this while you're at your desk, because then at least you're giving your body some care and you're stretching out those muscles from being sedentary. It's really important that we incorporate this, or find the time to incorporate these stretches throughout our day. All right, a couple more seconds here, and then we're gonna gently rise up, place this foot on the floor. We're gonna end off with one last big deep breath in through our nose, out through our mouth. And that's it. That's all that I have for you guys today.